This is Georges St-Pierre, and you're listening to Canadian Mike on Fox Sport Radio.
We're here with arguably the best mixed martial artist in the world today, Georges St-Pierre. George, how you doing here in Los Angeles, man?
I'm doing very well, having a good time.
When will we see Anderson Silva versus Georges St-Pierre?
We'll see. I want to make sure before if I have to go up in the weight class, I have to do everything that I needed to do at 170 pounds. So my next one is against Nick Diaz, and I'm focusing on that.
Now talk to me about how you're going to beat Nick Diaz.
Well, it's going to be tough. I don't know how I'm going to beat him, but I know I'm going to beat him. And focusing, my training camp haven't started yet. You know, it's still in a long time.
Which opponent gave you the most difficult problems inside the octagon?
I would say Jake Shield was one of the most difficult problems, and it was a bad fight for me. And hopefully one day I'll get another rematch with him.
Take me through a typical Georges St-Pierre workout.
Well, normally I train twice a day. It involves different disciplines: boxing, wrestling, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Olympic lifting, sprinting, and gymnastics.
Now, what's your ideal pre-fight meal? Are you eating the same thing every time before you fight?
I like pasta, all wheat pasta. That's something that I don't know. I always did that, and it works well for me.
What's the toughest, most intense environment you've ever fought in front of? You were in Toronto. It was a massive crowd.
So far, I think that the most hostile environment was when I fought Matthews the first time for the title. I lost that fight, and it was in New Jersey, in Atlantic City, and the crowd were booing me because I was a Canadian and fighting an American in the USA.
Why has mixed martial arts become so popular?
I think it's something fighting. Everyone can rely to fight, can identify themselves to fighting. You know, I can put everybody in a situation that he's not gonna have a choice to fight. You know, either if he's a very nice person or not. You know, if it's for defend himself or defend someone that he loves. So fighting is something very natural for a human being.
If you weren't a fighter, what sport would you have gotten into?
A sport, I would probably not have done another sport. I would have done. I'm an intellectual guy. I would have been maybe working on paleontology or philosophy, teacher, something like that.
That's why you're such a good fighter, because you're an intelligent guy, huh?
Well, fighting is not here. You know, fighting is here, and it's very mental, and that's what I believe. I think most of the athletes who are on top of their game, they're a very smart person as well.
Are you a big Montreal Canadiens fan?
Not at all.
Beautiful.
I can't name you 5 players that play for Montreal Canadiens. That's how bad I am.
You're so focused on dominating guys inside the octagon, you don't have any time to focus on any other sport.
Not at all. I just do something else for you know, outside of the sport. I like to read about different stuff than science, other things that has nothing to do with sport.
Dana White was very vocal when he came up to Canada, telling everybody that would listen that Georges St-Pierre is more popular around the world than Canadian legend Wayne Gretzky. What do you have to say about that?
Maybe around the world, because my sport is more popular than hockey around the world. Mixed martial arts, it's all around the world. Hockey is not. But I believe that in Canada, Wayne Gretzky is the #1 guy, and I look up to him a lot. Bonjour, c'est Georges St-Pierre et vous écoutez Canadian Mike on Fox Sport Radio.